So Fox Sports, Rob Rang, went ahead and talked very highly of our draft pick, Dylan Fairchild. He says Dylan Fairchild reminds him of Max Montoya, old offensive guard for the Cincinnati Bengals, who actually was our guard for a very, very long time, from 79 all the way up to 89. So 10 years. In those 10 years, he was a 3-time Pro Bowler and just an absolute monster. So, you know what's funny? This offseason so far, we've heard a lot of positive stuff about Jalen Rivers, our later round draft pick, and how he's like Cody Ford. He's a Swiss Army knife. He could pretty much be utilized in any way. We haven't heard as much about Dylan Fairchild, but I'll be honest, that usually means the offensive lineman's doing a good job. You know, with offensive line, if you aren't talked about, you're normally doing your job right. Normally people talk about you when you're not doing your job, when you're messing up, when you're getting beat, when you're getting exposed. That's when people talk about you. So if you're an offensive lineman and people aren't not mentioning your name, that's usually a good thing. Now, obviously, in this situation, for Dylan, this is just a random comparison of a really great player from Bengals history. And obviously, Dylan right now is on pace to be our starting left guard for this season. And with all the scrutiny and trash we got over our draft, I think a lot of people had stuff to say about our last draft class, which, you know, listen, it is what it is. When I say last, I mean this year's draft class. I love our draft class. I really do. Demetrius Knight Jr. is looking like an absolute animal out there. Dylan Fairchild, obviously, we're talking about today. Jalen Rivers is looking like a Swiss Army knife. Cody Ford S. Carter's looking amazing out there. Everyone's looking amazing. I'm very excited about this draft class. And I'm excited to see what they blossom into and what they develop into. But I will say that, you know, I think a lot of people are going to be eating crow after this season. Eating some crow, because if we can get Dylan Fairchild to be as good as the Fox Sports guy says here, imagine Joe Burrow but protected. Imagine Joe Burrow, what he did last year, but with a good offensive line. I mean, honestly, Mims is going to only get better. He'll be a star at right tackle. Orlando Brown Jr., I think, is going to be amazing, even more amazing once you get the whole line figured out. You got Scott Peters, right? You got a new offensive line coach who knows what the heck he's doing. You got Dylan Fairchild on one side, Teddy K at the center, and if you really wanted to, get freaky with it, move Teddy K to right guard, put Matt Lee at center, and then have your left guard be Dylan Fairchild, and that's going to be a recipe for success. But if not, keep Teddy K at center. Then you have, obviously, Lucas Patrick at right guard. Jackson Kirkland could have a really good upswing this offseason, especially with Scott Peters. You know, you have a lot of options at that right guard position. And they could still target someone in free agency, right? They could still target someone out there. That's possible as well. But let this offensive line cook, because once they can cook, we can run the ball, we can pass the ball. Joe's not taking hits. We don't have to worry about chance of injury. Come on, man. This is what we need. This is what we need. Let's get the positive energy going. I know it's been a lot of negativity because of everything going on, and also this week is the last week for our stadium lease to get done. So that's also, you know, pushing it against the envelope, as they would say. I don't think anyone actually says that. I think I just made that one up. But, hey, it is what it is. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, and who personally is your favorite player from this last draft class. Mine's Demetrius Knight. I love Demetrius Knight, and listen, after what he has said about his contract situation, how he is going out there, he is playing, It's he is just wanting to do whatever is best for the team and himself. And man, I love the guy. Absolutely love the guy. Can't wait to see him on the field. And I think, who was it? Al Golden said earlier this offseason about the Trey Hendrickson and Shamar Stewart situation. About, hey, they're, not out there. That just means that the other guys, the backups, get more reps. Backups get a chance to, show off and show how good they are. And potentially, you never know. No one's job is secure in the NFL. Obviously, Trey's most likely secure, let's be honest. But for Shamar Stewart, no one's job is secure, Just because you're a first-round draft pick doesn't mean you're guaranteed a starting job. Anything could happen. Stars come out of nowhere. Undrafted guys make a name for themselves. Who dey, baby? Who dey?